Cave. I'm Jan, a Knicks fan, your host, and let's get right into it. But before we get into it, I want you to do me one small favor. I want you to hit that like button. I definitely want you to subscribe, leave a comment. You want to know when the next video going to drop, hit the notification bell. All right, y'all, let's get into this video. The New York Knicks victorious, beating the Miami Heat, move us into fifth place in the Eastern Conference, 2-2 record, 116-107. Carl Towns had a spectacular game. I said in my last video that he had to impress me by dropping 30. The man went out and dropped 44 points. Tyler Hero for the Miami Heat came in. He was spectacular shooting threes. I don't know if Knicks can get a player like that on our team with this roster without really losing the core pieces. We can be a much dangerous team than Boston. But I'm gonna get into some things that I didn't like and I want to talk about that can be concerning and might be a problem going down if the coach continue this way. But first, let's just talk about this game for a second, and then I'll get into it because we got to talk about Carl Anthony Towns' 44 points. Um, First, let's move right along. We got the stats for the game, what the Knicks did. They shot pretty well tonight. 49% from field goal percent. They went 18 from 40 from downtown, 18 from 20 from the free throw line, 42 rebounds, 10 turnovers. 11 turnovers compared to the Heat, 10 turnovers. Um, Real interesting game. Real interesting game. Not gonna lie to you. Brunson had an off night. I'm gonna talk about that. I just want to get the stats out the way. So we talk about the stats. I just said Brunson had an off night. So let's just talk about what Brunson shot for tonight. He went 6 for 18, 3 for 7 from downtown, 7 for 8 from the free throw line, was a +5. But Brunson got to learn to be more of a point guard. I think I'm starting to get ahead of myself right now, but I think that the offense and everything should be run through this man right here. Let's be real. If the Knicks are going to be successful, it can't be Jalen Brunson. I'm not saying his team, but the offense have to run through Towns in order to loosen everything up. That's what I thought we brung him in for. For him to be that floor spacer. But if he get the ball, they're going to converge on him more. Double team. They was that was another reason I'm in tonight. They was doubling Jalen Brunson hard. He was getting the ball off. Tonight he had 9 assists. This is what I want from him consistently. Even when he's having a on night, you know what I'm saying? The 9 assists came because the ball wasn't dropping from him for him. But this is what he have to do. You know what I'm saying? For this team to win, Jalen Brunson gonna have to sacrifice his game and let Towns be that focal offense because in the East right now, there's not that many bigs that can hold Towns. So when we go up against teams like Miami Heat, where their center are small or rookies or 2 years in the league, where Towns can really take advantage, this is where Jalen Brunson have to really prefer to Towns. That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? He dropped 44 points tonight. Um, what he had? How many rebounds he had? 13 rebounds, 2 assists. He had 2 turnovers. Almost fouled out again. He had five personal fouls. He shot 7 for 25, 4 for 5 from downtown. Like I said, he did that in 38 minutes. He has to be the focal point of the offense. Everything have to run through Towns. When Jalen get the ball, it got to go to Towns, and then Towns can decide if he's going to go back to Jalen. Another thing, Ananobi had 11 points tonight. He only shot six. Well, only had 6 attempts. All of his attempts were from downtown. Um, he'd be open a lot. So I was watching some Twitter, some other things, and people started talking about, Ananobi is not worth the money. I'm gonna be honest, he's not getting the opportunity. He's not getting shots like he's getting paid. That's for real. He's not getting the shots like he's getting paid. Um, the Knicks did pretty well on defense tonight. They kind of held Rozier down. Rozier is their number one scorer, but like I said, Taro Hero came out 34 points. He shot 12 for 20, 8 for 13 from downtown, 2 for 2 from the free throw line. He still had a plus minus of 3 because he wasn't getting his teammates involved, but he was trying to keep them in the game. At one point, he had them in the lead. The Knicks had a 13. Well, they overcame a 13-point deficit to get this victory. But yeah, it was Towns. Brunson had an off night. Butler had 15 points. Well, what I noticed what Butler do, he really deferred to his team earlier in the game. Then later on in the game, he kind of stepped his game up, but it was a little too late to help his team out. Anabado really had a bad shooting night. He went 3 for 7. But I I put that to he had to really play defense on Towns. He was in foul trouble also. He finished the game with 3 fouls. Then I was in the first half. He really stepped back though, but Towns really took advantage of him. And when they brung in I forget Bryant. Bryant is a good offensive player, but as a center, he sucks on defense. So this is what I mean when we're playing teams like that, undersized centers and centers that, let's be real, that are trash. Towns have to be the focal point of this offense. All right. Now y'all seen the thumbnail, and this is what I want to get into with this thumbnail right here that we got to talk about. Um, the team, you know what I'm saying? And this is the rotation. You see our 5-man rotation right there. This is our rotation set rotation for the starting unit. But let's just talk about the rotation, excuse me. Let's just talk about how the rotation is being played right now. And can this last? You know what I'm saying? Because if you look at it, we played an 8-man rotation last night. Um, and it worried me. Suppose in the 8-man rotation we'll log more minutes on the court. This can lead to an increase in fatigue over time, potentially impacting their performance, especially on back-to-back games or during stretches we'll be playing really good teams. And you kind of seen that tonight, and you kind of seen that with the Boston game, you know what I'm saying? But another concern is the injury risk. With more minutes mean higher chances of wear and tear. Over relying on limited numbers of players can elevate the risk of injuries, which can derail the team's success going down the line. It might sideline key players. We already see Josh Hart limping. We seen Brunson bump knees a couple of times, twist his ankle. So I'm thinking about next week we're gonna be hearing about how Jalen Brunson's all banged up already. And then another thing is the depth and versatility. An 8-man rotation limits the team's ability to adjust to different matchups or styles that other teams might use. And in the NBA, depth is crucial as it allows for flexibility to address an opponent's strength and weaknesses. Utilizing broader rotations can help this team. Tibbs got to open up. I know our rookies, if you look at our bench, it really consists of rookies and second-year men, but he have to open this up. And when I mean open it up, this is what it leads to player development. This is what I'm worried about. If Tibbs keep relying on our small core group of guys, it's going to stunt the development of the younger players or the less experienced players. He have to integrate more players into this rotation. It will provide valuable game experience, which could be crucial for their growth and the team future going down the line if we want to make the playoffs. And then that brings me to the playoff preparations. While an 8-man rotation might work in short term, the playoffs are a different beast. Teams often need contribution from a wide array of players to handle increased intensity and physical of the postseason. And this is when you start playing crunch ball. Coaches start throwing out this, and if a player is not on, you have to take your risk. Now, these 5 things that I named, I know I'm a little hesitant. I'm a little rushed. I got trying to get this video out before I get to work. But fatigue management, it's injury risk, depth and versatility, and don't forget player development, playoff preparations. Tibbs is not thinking long term down the line. And I know some of y'all gonna say, well, he's probably waiting for Lamet Shamet, Mitchell Robinson, and what the guy we just caught in the draft, Matt Ryan, the draft that did the D League draft. And he could be waiting for these players, but as he's doing this, he's putting the wear and tear on our core group of guys. And then when we get them guys back, what good is it if our star players are all banged up and hurt and can't contribute? And then now we got to rely on second tier players. Right now, I mean, I'm happy for the win, but Tibbs gonna have to change something up. Tell me what y'all think in the comments. If you're still here and you're watching the video, please don't forget to hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe for me. Do your brother that favor. Hit that subscription button. Let's get me up to 4,000 subscribers. And we can move from there. But what do y'all think? Do you think Tibbs got to do something different than playing 8 men because it's going to hurt the team down the line? I think so. All right, I just pointed out 5 reasons. All right, tell me what y'all think in the comments. All right, let's go, New York. And with that being said, I want everybody to stay safe, stay healthy. God bless and peace.